This segment is brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker. All right, welcome back to Bayou Times. Some very serious news that we're going to report to you right now. We have Chief Corey Henry of the Houma Fire Department. Chief, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Tough story here. It's one thing to cover a fire, but when you have a fatality involved in that, it's really tough. But I'll let you give us some of the details of that.
Okay. Well, around 11:30 last night, the Houma Fire Department was dispatched at 1100 block of Grinage Street for a structure fire. Our fire company started arriving on scene within 5 minutes, so they initiated their attack and their search. They did find one occupant in the residence that they were able to pull out, and was transported to the hospital and later passed from his injuries. There was also a second patient that we found that also went to the hospital. We thinking that he tried to rescue the occupant before we were able to get there.
Mm-hmm. I saw also that they had 10 dogs that were reported.
Yep.
That got away.
The occupant had at least 10. We think there's a little bit more. So that was just another aspect of that fire, that not only do we have to care for the people, but we also have to care for the animals.
Right. And I mean, do you often cover fires where there's a lot of animals involved?
Usually not that many. Most people have one or two pets.
Yeah.
But this was a little large number.
Wow. Does that make it problematic for firefighters when you have, I mean, I'm not saying the dogs are bad. I don't know the house, but right. You don't know it when you're fighting a fire if you're seeing dogs all over.
Yeah, so for the most part, if people can't stay in there, the animals tend to get out also. Yeah. Every now and then we'll run into some that'll give us a little trouble.
Yeah. So, you've been doing this for a long time now. When it deals with a fatality, it's a whole different scene for firefighters and all that, because it's not just a fire. You're talking about somebody's life. Right.
Yeah. So it does take a toll. So we just, we're mindful of that. We check on our employees to make sure they're doing okay and offer any assistance that they need.
You've been busy with some other things now, but before we get to that, let me ask you, where is this going to go? When do you, I'm sure the investigation's still going on and different things. Any known cause of the fire?
So not yet. We're still in the very early stages of it. Being that it is a fatality, we called in the State Fire Marshal's office. Mm-hmm. So we're going to hand over lead to them. So they'll do the final investigation.
And that could take a little while, right?
It could take a while, depending on the results that they find and the evidence.
Okay. And you and Judge Bethencourt, we're gonna have you all on, but give us a little hint what y'all been working on.
All right. So the Houma Fire Department has a rich history. We've been around since the early 1876. Mm-hmm. So we have a few treasures that not many people know of. We have an 1888 hand pumper, and we have a 1916 motorized pumper. Judge Bethencourt's grandfather was the fire chief of when they purchased the 1916 pumper.
Really?
So Judge Bethencourt was gracious enough to loan us his grandfather's badges. Okay. So we have those displayed in a museum in our central fire station.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You know what? I was with one of my good buddies yesterday, wanted to see what I was doing in the back of HTV, and we passed by the tower. Mm-hmm. And we were just talking as we coming down the road, looking at the lookout tower, and we were reminiscing about, man, what were they doing up there back in the day? And said they were looking for fires. I mean, that was the lookout, huh?
Yeah, well, so that tower actually was the first pressurized water system inside the city.
Really?
Yep. So there's 3 of those towers that were built in the United States. We have one of 3. Now we have the only tower that doesn't have the tank left.
So there was a tank?
There was a tank. There was a 50,000 gallon tank on top.
Okay.
Of that tower.
And so the city wasn't that big?
No, it was much smaller.
Yeah. Yep. So that was how they fought the fire. They had the water there. Mm-hmm. That's incredible. I don't know if I ever knew that.
Yep.
That's why you're working on a museum, right?
Yes, we have a lot of history.
And is that structurally still in good shape?
We hope. So it's made it through quite a few hurricanes.
Yeah.
So the plan is, or the dream is, to put a tank back on and kind of restore it. So we're going through that process right now.
What's inside of that? Just wood frame?
A wood staircase.
Really?
Yep.
How many times have you walked up it?
I have never.
Hit a wood creek, you know?
Yes.
I'd be about 10 feet up and go, okay, I think
Yeah.
I'll pass on this. But it is a showpiece when you're traveling downtown Houma, and it really is what your eyes are attracted to. So it's good that you're preserving a lot of that. And I bet you look at some of these things and you go, I'm glad I didn't have to use that when I was
Yeah.
firefighting.
Yes, very much.
Technology has really grown, huh?
Yes, it has improved.
Yeah. So when, and I'm going to get a lot more, I know when Judge Bethencourt comes on, he'll bring slides and brochures and everything, but when can people look at this?
They can start. They can start today.
Okay.
So the museum is open 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. It's a free tour, so we welcome anyone that wants to come in and look.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And I know I'm not breaking news because it's all over town, but you can be retiring at a young age, right?
I will be in November. I'll be retiring after 25 years of service.
Young man like yourself, you started, you told me when you were 19, right?
Yes, sir.
And you've had a great career, but you've been always above board, always transparent, and thank you for that, because we all know what Chief Corey Henry says, you can go to the bank with it. So thank you for a great career.
Thank you.
And good luck. And enjoy whatever job you pick up after that.
All right.
All right,
Thank
good
you.
to see you, Chief.
Same here.
All right, there you have it, the Chief of the Houma Fire Department, Corey Henry. Go check out the museum. I'm going to go myself. We'll take a break. We'll have a lot more. Don't go away. This segment was brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker.